What a Wednesday in the K. 10 games, lots of goals, and you get to see a lot of action on today's daily KHL update. First up, Vladivostok, Russia. Admiral hosts Neftekhimik. Early in the first, Neftekhimik opened up the score, and Matt Anderson tucks it in on a rebound for his 11th of the year. That's his second goal in 4 games for Neftekhimik too. A little later, Admiral get a goal of their own. Nicholas Bergfors scores his first of the night to make it a 1-1 hockey game. Still in the first, and Neftekhimik get their lead back. Mikhail Zhukov nets his first of the season. This one comes on a power play. Neat shot by Zhukov too, 2-1. Second period now, and Neftekhimik score again. Igor Makarov scores his third of the season and improves Neftekhimik's lead to 3-1. It's a beautiful goal too. And ever since then, it's been all Admiral. Late in the period, Sergei Barbashev scores his first of the season with a great wrist shot to make it 3-2. Halfway through the third now, Nicholas Bergfors rushes to open ice for the puck and scores from the right circle his second of the night. We tied at 3s. Soon after that, Admiral's top line is out there again. Sean Hashka goes for a long shot through traffic, and it's a good one. Hashka scores his second of the year, and Admiral get a late lead in this one, 4-3. And 42 seconds later, Admiral get a man advantage, and Nicholas Bergfors nets his third of the night. That's a hattie. Admiral come back from trailing 3-1 to win it 5-3 in the end. Great game in Vladivostok. 5-3 Admiral final. We're in Novokuznetsk now, where Metalurg hosts Traktor. Traktor had a very easy night. 6 minutes into the first, Anton Glinkin beats Rafael Hakimov from the doorstep to open up the scoring. Late in the period, Slava Snovin nets his fourth of the year to double Traktor's lead. Neat breakaway goal, 2-0 Traktor after 20. Darren Quinn scores the only marker in the second frame. That's his 7th of the season, and it comes on a power play. A bit unusual to see him score from there though, isn't it? Third period now, and Traktor strike again. Stanislav Chistov sends it in short side and gets his 8th of the season. 4-0 Traktor. Kuzny is a no-show tonight. Ansel Galima finally gets home team on the board as he scores his 12th of the season just a few seconds later, but that's not gonna help Kuzny in this one. Danil Guberov makes it 5-1 Traktor as he scores his second of the season a few minutes later from the right circle. And later in regulation, Andrei Popov puts a bow on it. He nets his 7th on a power play, and Traktor get an easy win on the road. 6-1 Traktor final on this one. This is Novosibirsk, home of Sibir, and tonight they host Yugra. First period, Sibir in a power play, and they convert. Yarna Koskiranda finishes off a great passing play and scores his 9th of the year to open up the scoring. 1-0 Sibir. Late in the period, Andrei Sergeyev carries the puck. It looks like he's gonna go behind the net with it, but he makes a last-second pass to Grigory Zholdakov, and he sends it in for his first of the season to tie it up, 1-1. And with just a few seconds left on the clock, Sibir get the go-ahead goal. Controversial, and they took a few minutes to review the play, but in the end they determined that was a good goal. Viktor Bobrov is credited with his 7th of the year, 2-1 Sibir. Second period now, Oleg Gubin has the puck, feeds captain Alexei Kopeikin in the slot, and he scores. Kopeikin was his 8th, and that puts Sibir up by 2, 3-1. And 3 minutes later, home team improved their lead to 4-1. Jonas Allen scores on a flurry of rebounds. That's his 10th of the year. And 2.5 minutes later, Sibir puts it completely out of reach as Patrick Hersey scores his 9th with a hard slap shot from the blue line on a power play. Sibir go on to win this one, no problem. 5-2 Sibir final. The Ost Moscow region is our next stop. Vitis hosts Red Army, and Alexander Radulov is back from his 2-game suspension. And he lets everyone know about it right away. He scores his 17th of the year late in the opening frame, and Red Army grabs the lead, 1-0. Second period now, and Red Army doubled their lead. Stefan Takosta nets his 20th of the year as Jan Mursak and Grigory Panin draw the assists, 2-0. A little later, Alexander Radulov sets up Nikolai Prohorkin, and he scores another one for the red and blue. That's his 7th, and it's 3-0 Red Army. Halfway through the third, Vitis get a goal back as Mario Kempis scores his 8th of the season on a power play. It's a 2-goal game again, but that's not gonna help Vitis. A few minutes later, Stefan Dacosta scores his 2nd of the night and 21st of the season as Alexander Radulov picks up his 3rd point of the night. Dacosta with 2 goals, Radulov with 3 points, and Red Army get another W. 4-1 Red Army final. Next on the menu, Severstown Locomotive. Home team strikes early, less than 5 minutes in. Vadim Vernikov scores his 2nd of the season on a power play, 1-0. and everything else comes late in the third. Sergei Plotnikov nets his 9th of the year to tie it up. Severstow not happy with the goal, but it's here to stay. 1-1. And a few minutes later, Yevgeny Mons scores the game-winning goal with a great wrist shot from the hash marks. Severstow take 3 points on home ice. 2-1 Severstow final. We're in Nizhny Novgorod now, where Torpedo hosts Sochi. Halfway through the opening frame, we get to see beauty from Nikita Filatov. He beats Tomasz Perpole with a wonderful wrist shot, and that puts Torpedo on the board, 1-0. 3 minutes later, though, Sochi tie it up. Corey Anderson scores his first of the night on a rebound off the end boards, 1-1. Still in the first, Mikhail Anisin has a wide-open net to score on, but he's robbed by Ivan Kasutin. That's a cold-hearted robbery right there, and Sochi cannot believe that. Moving on to the second, and Andrei Kostitsyn puts Sochi in the lead. Kasutin complains he was interfered with, but the ref is not listening. 2-1 Sochi. Soon after that, Wojtek Wolski nets his 18th of the year to make it a tie game once again. We tied at 2s late in the second. A few minutes later, though, Roman Lyubuchin puts Sochi back in the driver's seat, but all the credit should go to Mikhail Anisin for his relentless work on the forecheck. 3-2 Sochi now. But just 28 seconds later, Dmitry Kazyanov gets the puck at hash marks and sends it in for his second of the season. Tie game once again, 3-3. Third period now, and Clay Wilson says, "I can shoot." It's hard to believe, but that's just his first goal of the season. Oh well, I'm sure he's gonna get plenty more. 4-3 Sochi now. Later, Corey Emerton scores on a rebound again. That's his second of the night and 10th of the season. He makes it 5-3 Sochi. Torpedo pulled Kasutin for an extra attacker with a few minutes left in regulation, and Clay Wilson scores his second of the night on an empty net. See, I told you he'd score more goals soon enough. That was a little too soon, though. Wojtek Wolski also scored his second of the night with 4 seconds left in the third, but that's obviously didn't change a thing. Sochi extended a winning streak to 10 games. Wow. 6-4 Sochi final on this one. Back to Moscow region, this is Matishi. Atlan hosts Salavat Yulayev. No scoring in the first, but there's Peleni in the second. Just 45 seconds in, Maxim Mayorov scores his first of the season, and Atlan grabs the lead, 1-0. Halfway through the period, veteran Slava Kozlov doubles Atlan's lead. He one-times it home from open ice on a counter-attack. Great slap shot by Kozlov, 2-0 Atlant. Less than 2 minutes later, Artem Chernev digs in the high slot, lets it rip, and scores. Chernev beats Sahatsky for his 11th of the year, and Atlan lead 3-0 now. It's far from over though. Still in the second, Vsevolod Sorokin drops to the far post, gets the puck, and scores his first career KHL goal. Great stuff, 4-0 Atlant. A little later, Andreas Stankus carries the puck down the left wing, takes a shot, it's stopped, but Maxim Mayorov is there to score on a rebound. Mayorov was his second of the night, and it's 5-0 Atlant. Andrei Taratukin scored his second of the year late in the final frame to improve Atlant's lead to 6-0, and the crowd went absolutely wild. Atlant, who are on the verge of bankruptcy, roll over Salavat and get another W. Salavat managed to get a consolation goal from Anton Slepyshev late in regulation to steal Atango's shutout though. 6-1, Atlant is your final on this one. We're in Bratislava, Slovakia now, where Yaroslav Janos and Slovan host Alexei Ivanov and Boris. First period, and home team gets on the board. Matt Merlis goes on a rebound off the end boards to get his 7th of the year. 1-0 Slovan. A little later, Petr Oldetsky puts the puck on net. Rebound follows. The puck bounces to wide open Tomasz Surove, and he sends it in for his 4th of the season. 2-0 Slovan now. 3 minutes later, Konstantin Rudenko sets sail for a solo cruise, burns past through all the zones, takes a shot, and scores on his own rebound. Great goal by Rudenko to slice Slovan's lead in half. Second period now, and Boris's top line gets the job done. Dustin Boyd and Nigel Goss set up Brendan Pachansky, and he scores his 3rd goal in 2 nights. We're tied at 2s now. But Slovan still go on to win this one. Captain Milan Bartovic scores his 8th of the season late in the second, and that proves to be the game winner. Slovan take 3 points on home ice, 3-2 Slovan final. And just a few more scores to tell you about. Amur Bidlat on home ice, 3-2. Captain Dmitry Tarasov scored the game-winning goal. Denis Parshin enjoyed a 2-goal night as Avangard took down Medveshchak on the road, 6-2. And that's it for the Daily KHL update. No time to relax though, we have 3 more games on tap this Thursday, don't miss them. My name is Andreas Sachenko, see you guys soon.